I think there's a couple of reasons for installing solar. We all like to grab an opportunity to be a bit more climate aware. It's very much like the climate issues are here now. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. But equally very much a financial thing, like we saw there a couple of years ago with the massive increases in the price of electricity, the price of gas. And it's hard to imagine that it's going to get too much cheaper going forward. So having the ability to generate a portion of one's own electricity, it just makes sense. We're very much aware of the opportunity to have solar. It's our responsibility as well as everybody else's. If we all make a small difference, it adds up to a bigger difference rather than saying, well, we have to leave it to China or we have to leave it to America. Well, why don't we all stand up and make that little bit of a difference ourselves? The payback that you can get, like if you're generating beyond your usage during the day, it's kind of passive earning of money. Like it's not like you're having to go out and do something or work. There's money coming in. It's like investing money in a bank, that there's a rate of return. The cost of installation has come down significantly in the last 5 to 10 years. As a consequence, the time it takes to get a full direct return on investment has reduced. When we made the decision to go for solar, the market is obviously getting more and more busy out there in terms of providers because it's becoming a more kind of interesting sector. So it can be a little bit intimidating to look around and kind of, it's almost like putting a pin in a list, like which is going to be the best provider. We had used GoKonnect for our home security system, and we have a monitored security system with them. We just found over the years with that service that their support was not only responsive, but it was proactive. Like they were getting in touch with us to say, are you aware you have a problem here, or are you aware that we can maybe do an upgrade there? So that was very much what got us across the line. If their service on their home security system is at that standard, I think we could probably expect a similar level of support and competence when it came to the solar side. The installation was remarkably simple. To be honest, it obliged me to tidy our attic a little bit just to give them a kind of ease of access. Like the guys came, they explained what they were going to be doing, identified what they needed from me, then they just got on with it. I was working from home that day, wasn't disturbed or anything, and extremely efficient, clean, and when it was all installed, they took the time to explain to me how it worked, answered any questions I had, so really couldn't fault them. It was a very painless experience. Obviously, when looking to install solar, the SEAI grant was something we were very conscious of. I would have to say GoKonnect made it very simple. They did all the work. I might have had to sign a little bit of paper or whatever. Other than that, they sorted all that out. We weren't paying up front and then claiming back. They just did all the paperwork. We just get to reap the benefits. Since installing the solar panels, you become a little bit more aware of when you're using electricity. Like during the middle of a sunny day, you kind of check that the basket of laundry is full and kind of now is a good time to get the laundry done. You don't let it rule your life, but you're conscious of, well, why don't I gain from the benefit of this? Rather than having to pay full premium price for electricity to get the washing done or put the dishwasher on, why don't I do it whilst there's electricity passively being generated on my roof? An important aspect of getting the solar put in was that, yes, it's going to save us money, but what were we going to do with that saving? Like, it's not a case of, well, we'll just let that go into general funds and not notice the difference. We thought, well, let's actually start saving it so we can go towards our next little project. We've been living in our house for quite some time now, so we're kind of working our way around the house. Solar was an upgrade. Next, now we're looking to get a better front door when it's kind of windy and wet outside. The hallway is not a windy and wet environment. We're keen to invest in our house. I kind of saw the rate of return that we would get on the solar panels as a sensible way to build up the value of the property as well as the quality of what we have here for ourselves. One of the reasons why we first engaged with GoKonnect was the fact that my wife is a full-time wheelchair user, and we needed some way in which she could safely see who was at the front door. So we were looking for a doorbell camera, And so when GoKonnect came, they explained what they offered, and they actually let us know that it was possible to remotely open the front door and lock it as well, which is a fantastic service because it means when I'm not around in the house, my wife can actually allow people in and out of the house, like when the carers arrive, etc. The electricity side of things, again, with her being a full-time wheelchair user, like we have a hoist, we have a hospital bed, we have various other aids that require electricity. The use of electricity in the house is pretty important to us because without it, she wouldn't actually be able to live at home anymore. We'd have to make other arrangements. Yeah, solar has been good, but I think GoKonnect has proactively kind of helped us with maintaining her independence and allowing her to stay in her house. The reason we chose GoKonnect was the quality of service we had received from the security side, the standard of interaction we had when we made our first inquiries. The individuals actually listened to us, they were actually interested in us and were keen to follow up and check how everything went.